This is a video solution for problem number 4 from the Junior Competition on Probability from 1979 to 1980. Harold has 6 textbooks on his shelf. What is the probability that if he placed them randomly, his algebra book and his English will not be adjacent to each other? Okay, so there's a whole bunch of different cases where his algebra book and his English book will not be adjacent. So instead, I'm going to calculate the complement of this event. So I'm going to take 1 and I'm going to subtract the probability that algebra and English are next to each other. Okay, so we're told he has 6 textbooks. First, I'm going to place his algebra and his English book together. So these two are going to be placed together. So I need to know, how many options do I have? Well, they could be placed here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so there's 5 places that his algebra and that his English book could go. Okay, so once I have placed those two, let's say that I placed algebra and English here together, then I have 4 more spaces and I have 4 books that can go there. There are 4 options for this spot, 3 options for this one, 2 and 1. So that's going to be 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. Okay, now what I have to remember is that I chose algebra and then English. But if they're next to each other, they could also be English and then algebra. So at the end, I have to multiply by 2. Once for algebra coming first, and then the second case is English coming first. So these are all the times when algebra and English are next to each other. I need to divide that by all of the possible combinations. So there's 6 options for the first book, 5 for the second, 4 for the third, etc. Now, this simplifies to be 1/3. So the probability that they are not next to each other is going to be 1 minus 1/3. Because remember that 1/3, that's the probability that English and algebra are next to each other. I want to know the probability that they're not next to each other. 1 subtract 1/3 will simplify to 2/3.